Hello family and friends, welcome to part 2 of the 3-part series of my update on March. My name is Marcus Vargas, and today we're going to be talking about 2 stories from Hannah and Jared about their experience through their week on mission in Lima. Now, to give you a feel of our week in Lima, we usually start on Sundays with the group having Mass in Pamplona with the neighbors. This is a rare experience for them to have Mass because the priest in the area covers a parish that's near 100,000 people in one, and so you can think about how often Mass is being able to be provided to them, and consider how blessed we are to have it on a daily basis here in the States. Also, what we do in Pamplona is dependent on what the need is. So the 2 main resources that we provide are building staircases and retaining walls in Pamplona. What this allows for the area to provide is the government will see that it's a sustainable area and provide safe electricity to homes. Now with that, we are not there solely to provide a staircase or a retaining wall. We are there to use that as our secondary gift to the people, because what we're there to do is encounter the vecinos in Pamplona and show them the love of Christ. And how we do that is through 4 or 5 days that we're with them on the mountain, sharing and encountering life and Jesus through our actions. What we also provide is a pilgrimage day in downtown Lima, Peru, where we visit the saints of Peru, so St. Rosa Lima, St. Martin de Porres, St. Juan Macias, and a few others, and be able to visit their tombs in the site. Now, why do we visit these saints and go on a pilgrimage? We like to talk about it with students in saying that when we visit tombs of saints, what we're seeing and encountering are those that, even though their bodies are right before us in the tombs, their souls are united with Christ in heaven. And so it is a small way that we can get closer to Christ and understanding that the other part of a whole is with Him in heaven. Here are the testimonies of Hannah and Jared, who spent 1 week with me down in Lima and had their lives totally rocked by Christ and the people that they served. Check out their story.
I didn't know why I was really called to go on the mission trip by God, but I knew that it was something He was wanting me to do. And now that I'm home and I've prayed about it and I experienced it, and being there, like working like for Christ, like for these people, and the experience and what I felt like such joy and happiness with the group of people that were on the mission trip, and then the group of people we served. It was a relationship with people that I've never experienced before, and it was something that just made me come to life in a whole different way. And it was amazing because God is amazing, and all of His brothers and sisters are amazing. Every day we climbed that mountain and helped build those concrete stairs with the neighbors there in Pamplona, Peru, was a way different look than I thought. Like, it was absolutely beautiful. Then that's the best way I can describe it. But I felt like the fact that they don't have Mass for weeks or sometimes months was like crazy for me, because that's something I can go to every day if I want. And receiving Jesus Christ in the sacraments and confession and the Mass is something that I can do whenever I want, but they don't have that. And so each day we walked up that mountain and helped them build those stairs and just spent the day with them and had lunch with them. Like, I can see the group in a whole was like the Holy Spirit was there, and it was present, and you can feel it, and you can feel the way everyone was just with each other. I felt like we were like walking tabernacles for the Lord. Like, He was completely shining through us, and we were working for Him, or like for the people through Christ. And it was more than just building the concrete stairs. It was building this relationship and knowing that we are all brothers and sisters through Christ was something that I have never really experienced before. It's only like, who are you close with? Who's your best friend? But I think I realized there that every single person on this earth is made in the image and likeness of God. And we are all brothers and sisters in His eyes.
Hi, my name is Jared, and I'm a student here at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, and I just wanted to share a little about my experience in Peru on a mission trip that I went on a few weeks ago. So right before that, if you would have asked me why I was going to Peru, I would have said, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know why the Lord is calling me to this. Like, I knew He was calling me to this, that was very clear, but what He wanted to show me, I had no idea. But on this trip, it was so clear that one of the things He wanted to show me was joy. Like, He wanted to show me what joy looks like in a more pure form that I was really lacking in my life. I didn't realize like how serious and like strict of a life I was living that really didn't exuberate a life of knowing Christ. Like, in my prayer and the way I was interacting with people is just so dull, and there is something missing, but I just couldn't see it. And while I was in Peru, while we're working with these vecinos and building staircases on the side of this mountain, it was very random, but I was extremely uncomfortable and really taken off guard in a lot of ways, because I looked around me and I saw, like, holy smokes, there's not much here. Like, these people's exterior circumstances are not going their way, and like, this is not what I want. But why am I so attracted to them? Like, why do I just like really want to talk to this person next to me and just like laugh with these people and just share in their joy, because their lives are what I would say are a lot more full than mine right now. And to see that, to see like my heart drawn to that joy and see Christ just like loving both the vecinos and our group at the same time, but just like sharing life with each other, it just really opened my eyes to see, wow, there's so much more to live and live for. There's a relationship with God to live for, and that's what these people are doing, and I want to commit to that even more so coming back home. And it's been hard to apply that the last couple weeks coming back, but I think that's what the Lord really wanted to challenge me with, was to live joy every day. Like an exuberant joy that has nothing to do with my circumstances, but all about my relationship with Him. And yeah, He chose to do that through Peru. So I'm very thankful, and there's so many more stories, but that's all we have time for today. So thanks, bye.
Gosh, I love to hear the story of Jared and Hannah and the ways that Jared found joy and Hannah just has an understanding of what to bring back to the States. To look forward into the next part of the series, I will be sharing a video from Alejo Molina and some of the other students from weeks in March, as well as how you can get involved coming up here in January at the Student Leadership Summit happening in Phoenix, Arizona. Check it out.